Oh, that's dope. It's just dope, is what it is. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do one of those. Does that help at all? Yeah, that helps me. That's good enough for me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Medley number 178. 78? I might play 78 to Downtown instead of Spring Street as the opening song for this particular stream. Hey, Maddie. How was work yesterday? Was it good? And welcome, Biz. I'd be okay. How about yourself? Hmm. I'm glad to hear you've been busy, daughter. I hope it's good busy. I hope it's just good productivity. Good productivity. Well, that's nice of you to be helping people, Dar. somebody that would come into the stream named Brown Stain. At least I think they left. saying the quarantine is getting us down will stop serving as a valid excuse. Like it will just become accepted as life now. Oh. I'd say 2 plus 2 years. It would have to be plus 2 years for people to. This is an arbitrary amount of time I'm putting on it, but I would say like by 2022, people would stop become complaining about, not complaining about, but stop blaming everything on the quarantine. And the same with like the depression. It's like in the beginning, it was through like this depression. We're into depression, and then after a certain period of time, there was a lot of America that just kind of accepted the depression as just the way life in America was, and it did end. But I mean, it's so interesting. I think that I don't even think this is necessarily answering your question, Diz, but I think having an excuse to put on some, or I guess having, yeah, no, an excuse, something to blame, especially something you have no control over, especially something that everybody else is experiencing, right? Um, yeah. No, that was the thing, Lindsay. That's why I'm using that. That's a really good example. During the recession, when we were in a recession, um, mm, sorry, when we were in a recession around election year, and it was kind of like an excuse for a lot of things. Like we can't do that. We're in a recession. Or why is this so expensive? We're in a recession. Or why is this so cheap? We're in a recession. And after a while, the word recession kind of it lost a lot of meaning. It was just kind of the thing that we were living in that was the bane of our financial existence. Like you just blamed all the bad things on the recession. And I think a lot of things like that are happening now with like business, the economy, people's mental health, and everybody's just like, quarantine vibes. Quarantine's got me feeling this type of way, or quarantine has messed me up. And I think that quarantine is real. It's a very real thing. But after a while, I'm already sensing specific things in my life is that I have acclimated, At first it was like, dang, I can't do this, I can't do that. And there was a brief period of time where I missed being able to eat in restaurants. You guys know I don't really eat out that much anyway. Like, at least going down out to, like, sit-down restaurants. I usually do a lot of cooking. But there was a period of time where I was just like, dang, I miss being able to go in here and eat. I miss being able to go sit down and, like, eat a good meal. And I don't, I'm going to be honest, I don't miss it anymore. That's not to say that when it's available again, I won't do it. And that's not to say that I didn't enjoy it while it was a thing. I'm just saying I've kind of settled into quarantine life, or I've settled into what is life now, which is just like, oh, restaurants just aren't a thing that I can go to anymore. So now it's takeout or it's cook in. That's fine. And I think that actually will be a weird learning curve. Not a very long one, but a weird learning curve on when those things are available again for me to go like, oh, that's a thing that I can do. That's a possibility. Um, yeah, Lindsay, things are a lot worse now. Enjoy your pizza, Cyber. But yeah, it's a good point that you bring up, Diz, because yeah, that also shows. Like I used to miss playing shows. I still like playing shows, right? Like I love performing. I love touring, but I don't even really think about it anymore in like the grand scheme of my um, music career. I think I think about Amazon, and I think about how when everybody was going toilet paper crazy, Amazon had obviously no toilet paper, but they had a little date that said like when it would be available again. By they're like, toilet paper should be available on June, 10th. Go ahead and order now, and then we'll send it to you on June 10th when we get it in stock. And then after a few days, you would go back up to that site, and they had just had it like grayed out where they were like, we actually don't know when this is going to be back available again, so don't come here. Just figure out where you can get toilet paper. And I think that that's kind of happened with me in some ways, right? Where it's like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to play a show and tour out of the country again. So I'm just like not even thinking about it. I've just now gotten into this life, which is, if I want to play a show, I'm going to figure out some way to do it on the internet. And mentally, Diz, I know that these things are temporary, but on some big level, ew, what the heck is that? Oh, how'd I get in there? I mean, kiwi skin, baby. Anyways, on some level, my brain almost like as like a self defense mechanism has like shut down the hope for specific things. Even though I know they're gonna come back, I'm just like, one, even when we do come out of quarantine, it's not gonna be exactly like it was before we went into quarantine. We're never gonna get back there again. And two, I just don't know when it's coming. So to keep my hopes from being dashed every few months, I just go, oh, it may never come back. Let me just focus on what I can focus on, and focus on what's possible in my life right now. Which it is like, oh, I'm not going into eating in fast food restaurants. Theme parks are like a thing I don't even think about. Granted, I wasn't really a theme park junkie, but it was a thing that I did like at least annually, and so I don't think about that. You know, I don't think about it anymore. Really good question, is specifically good because I've been thinking about that myself a lot over the past few days. Reminder: if you're in the stream and you enjoy the stream, please like the video. It helps me out here and YouTube land. I really want a pizza now, says Ava. I had pizza yesterday, so I'm good for a while. A while being like usually one day. I can eat pizza every other day and not get sick of it. Okay. Lindsay says, I realized last night that it has been 4 months exactly since I've been in quarantine. Almost had a freak out that I just didn't let myself think about. That's kind of cool. Are we doing like quarantine anniversaries and stuff like that? Are we gonna do that? That could be cool. Lindsay says, hopefully this inaccurate slice of isolation will make people rethink their stance on prisons entirely. I doubt it. But that would be so cool, wouldn't it? If people had that impressive and ultimately empathetic level of observation. I think people will struggle with that en masse. Like something bad happens to somebody else, and people are like, "Hey, it's not me," and then something bad happens to them, and they're like, "Oh, this sucks. Please end this." And then it stops, and something happens bad to other people. And then people are like, "Hey, it's not me." Like I think that most people don't, just don't. But yeah, 10% of people, maybe if 10% of people, that would be really cool. That would be cool. That would be good. Lindsay, I'm with you on that one. And I think that that's realistic, probably 10%. It's a good goal to shoot for. Or at least getting rid of the idea of privatized prison system, says Diz. Where the focus is not on the point of jail, but only making money for themselves. Yes. We've all done some learning about privatized prisons in the last couple of years, I hope. You've all done your homework. It's a horrible world. Politicians are currently really trying to figure out how to get kids back in school for the fall. Um, I was also talking about that yesterday. Again, don't want to spend too much time here because all these topics are downers, and try not to make this a bummer stream. But I was talking about that yesterday. How one of the cool things, cool in quotes, one of the cool things about America is it is really, really good at finding. This is a more capitalist thing, but I'm going to focus on America. It's really good at finding a way to squeeze money out of everything, um, which is, a really cool thing to have in your country if you want your country to be a wealthy, quote unquote, wealthy country. Squeezing money out of everything. How can we make money off of this? How can this somehow benefit the economy? And that's like so cool. Capitalism, awesome. Somebody wants to listen to my song. How can we make money off of that? What do? Do we put an ad on it, and then they'll pay us, and then the ad space, and then they get money, we get money. How do we make money off of this? How do I make money off of just somebody looking at a video of me wiggling my booty? If I'm gonna wiggle my booty, how do I make money on it? How can we monetize that? Monetize is just the term monetize is so wild because that word, I mean, didn't exist for me for a long time, and now it's like it's integral. Monetize, monetize, monetize. Okay, I'm not gonna get too off track. The point is, America's really good at monetizing things, which is really, really good. The bad thing about that, and capitalism, maybe in part, is that if ever there is a time in that community or in that society where money is not being made, the society crumbles, right? I have a friend. Well, I had a friend. He's no longer alive, but he was really good at fighting. That was like his thing. I loved him. Anyways, he was really good at fighting. Me and my friend Anthony really liked him. He was super dope. The only thing that kind of sucked, and when I say kind of, I mean really, the thing that really sucked is he like had to fight all the time. If he wasn't like if he couldn't fight, he would like start fights with people. It was kind of agitating. He fought us sometimes actually. Anyways, but he was really good at fighting, so he was a good friend to have, especially in like a neighborhood where you can, you know. Anyways, he was cool. And so, good friend to have, but also if they're good friend to have in war times, but in times of peace, he's the worst person to have around. And I feel like America is a really good friend to have when money can be made, but when money can't necessarily be made, America, it like falls apart somehow very quickly. And I think like when quarantine happened, like proper quarantine, a lot of America's heaviest hitters or corporations couldn't make money off of the situation, and the country started to like atrophy or something. And I feel like everybody that's a big in charge person in America, like politicians and something like that, like they're seeing some of the money, like the money tubes, run dry, and they're like, yo, we gotta open up businesses, we gotta open up schools, we gotta open up these things, we gotta open up Disney World, open it up, like these, because those big money making machines are kind of what make the country run. And so, yeah, opening up. I think there were some people. I don't think any of those people are in this stream necessarily, but I think that there were some people confused on why it's like, why are they prioritizing opening things up when people are dying? It's like because there's more money in those things being open, and this country kind of is ran off of a money model and not a health model. Anywho, I don't want to. Leon, are you singing my music? What are you doing? Liana's pulling us out of this nosedive of conversation. Thank you, Liana. Do I know the chords for that? Open up, oh, I don't because it's all ambient. It's just ambient noise. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. But Liana was the one that pulled us out, so I'm gonna play double Lutz, and I'm gonna play on 178 sound, which is a clef. Hi, Aphrodite. You're absolutely right, Lindsay, by the way, on what you said about the last topic. Why are you saying Gangnam Style, Cyber? is 178, Cyber. It's called Collab KSP. Cyber? I don't know what KSP stands for. You guys know that song by, what's his name? Something Gibbs. Andy Gibbs? That, like, the... I want to be your everything? But then it's like, it's basically... Freddie? No, definitely not Freddie Gibbs. Oh my god, I would kill for a Freddie Gibbs and Andy Gibbs song. Oh, that would be so sick. Only to me. Only to me. Hold on. Is that the street sweeper? No, that's no street sweeper. What the heck is he doing here? It's Wednesday. Oh, he's just making a U-turn. Okay. Okay. I can't believe it's another edition of BBTF's Daily Adventures. Oh. Okay, so the first time I heard that song, for this story, I'm gonna play Baby Be Less. So for the first time I heard that Andy Gibbs song, I was working at Walgreens at the pharmacy, just in case anybody didn't know. And I remember not being able to understand the lyrics, but just kind of hearing, like, you know, when you work, I mean, this maybe will only be applicable or relatable to retail workers or people who have at least had a job. They're taking the couch. Oh. I knew it. I knew it. Anyways, what are your feelings on the phrase across the pond? In reference to England? Like in reference to like the relation between the United States and the UK? Or just the phrase, just those three words. Oh, across the pond. What are my feelings on across the pond? I think it's fine. It's quaint. I think the first time I heard it, I thought, ah, how clever. What a gross understatement of what the Atlantic Ocean is, but I like it. It's cool. It's cool. Is Jaime here? Sorry, they got one more couch they're gonna put in the big boy. Humans are wild. The things that we've done. Okay, so good morning, Jaime. Back to what I was talking about. Andy Gibb, I think is his name. I think he has a song called "I Want to Be Your Everything," and the first time I heard that song was when I was working in Walgreens. I swear that song would come on like 20 times a day. And if you have worked a retail job or you've worked like a food service job, this thing kind of happens where you hear music over the intercom, or you'll hear the same song over and over, and maybe it's a song you don't know because it's a song that came out a long time ago, but it's a little too far away, and the sound system and the reverb and everything isn't good enough for you to understand the lyrics or to really pull the song apart, piece by piece. So you can only ever get like an essence of what the song is, and you learn the song based off of that essence. And I've learned that song based off of that, but I never knew how to like find that song, and I always thought that song was by the Bee Gees because of the way the vocals sound. I mean, sure, it is one of the Bee Gees. It's a Bee Gee in it, but I always tried to look up that song as if it was a Bee Gees song, and that's why I was never able to find it. And I found it for the first time this morning, actually. I was just singing it in my head, and I looked it up. Anyways, Diz wants me to stand in front of the truck. I really like the dude that drives that truck. The dude that drives that truck, the dude that drives the street sweeper, the man that drives Tuesday garbage truck, and the guy that drives the ice cream truck. I'm very, very fond of all of them. They're very, very good people. Mm. My mom had a huge crush on Andy Gibb when she was younger. I found out because I found Super Bowl posters of him and asked my mom who he was, and she told me about him, and I immediately loved his music. Word, word, word. He's good. He's solid. Nobody got a voice like that. Nobody sounds like that. That man's got a voice. It also does this really thing. It does this really thing. It does a thing that I really, really like in music. I really like in music where songs go verse, chorus, end. Like no bridge, just verse, chorus. Maybe for the last chorus, it's like they like take it a step higher, like how I do for double L's. But I love songs that are that short. Songs that are that short for me personally are so hard to make. They're so hard to make, and so because I always want to pack more into a song. It's so hard to just leave a song as is. So I'm always impressed when other people can do it. So that song, that Andy Gibb song, is an A plus for me. Do do do. When are they gonna pay me my cash? That invoice has been pending for about 6 months, y'all. Song. Something happens. Does anything happen? Does anything happen, guys? Have you ever put together a collection of work, guys? And this I think can also work for visual artists. I'm pretty sure it also works. Although visual artists do seem to operate on a little bit more of a freer, for the most part, freer scale than I do. Do you ever make a bunch of work? Like a collection of work. Maybe you made a zine or something. I don't know how zines work. I probably shouldn't have said zine. Make a collection of work, and it's good, and it's sound, and then you put it out, you share it, you sell it, and then somewhere down the line you make another piece of work, and you're like, oh, this should have really been on that. This definitely belonged to that collection. I can't put this out now because people will look at it and go, oh, how come this wasn't on that? You ever think about that? Does that ever happen to you? I wish I got a copyright claim, Diz, because that means I would sound just like him. I would sound just like Andy. Okay, but my Christmas playlist at work had Shirley Temple's "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas," says Ava, and I'd seen Shirley in real life. And if I'd seen Shirley in real life, I probably would have punted her on sight. That song boils my veins. Ava, I used to have a really weird obsession with Shirley Temple. No joke. I had a poster of Shirley Temple. Um, very, very briefly. Very briefly. Um, yeah, anyways. I don't like that song, though. I don't know. I don't know if I should mention that part. I'm not a fan of that song, or really any Christmas music for that matter, but I had a weird, like, Shirley Temple thing. Shirley Temple, and also, what's, there was like a really weird, I don't know what was going on with me actually. There's this thing, there's this thing called DIFM. DIFM? What if it's still called that? Oh my god. It was a website called di.fm, and it still exists. Wow. Do you ever think back to how, like, when you were really young and you think back to how you didn't really discover anything? Everything was just given to you? Like somebody said, hey, you should play this, or you should listen to this, you should read this, and you were just kind of like a sponge, like taking in all of this, like, information and stimuli. Anyways, somebody that I used to, like, play MMOs with, they told me to go listen to DIFM. And it's just like it's a website that has a bunch of internet radio stations, like a bunch, and it's like, they're separated by genre. It's like, oh, listen to the deep house station, listen to the trance station, listen to the happy hardcore station, disco fusion station. There's like a bunch of cool stuff. And back then it was way simpler. Now that I'm looking at the site's like way revamped now, and there's way more stations than there even were back then. Point is, there was one like smaller link in it that would take you to another thing called Sky FM, which had more like not EDM based genres like DIFM does. And one of those radio stations was American Songbook, which, if you're not familiar with American Songbook, it's like Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, those people. Wow, why am I struggling right now to think of Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, people like that. It's like all of that old vinyl kind of big band jazz stuff. And so, wow, the chat's going wild, so I'm going to have to scroll and get to the bottom of this, but I'm going to finish my point first. So I would listen to American Songbook, and I got really, really into it, really, really into, like, all that old classic American stuff. And then, with that came this really weird, like, mushroom cloud of obsessions that I had, where I was, like, really into Shirley Temple for a second. I was really into, like, old, like Betty Boop and what's it called? The cat, Felix the cat. I got like really into those things. My Oswald obsession like got way worse. I was just like really into like old 50s things. There was somebody on DeviantArt that did like pinup, like pinup art, and I remember like following them and thinking their stuff was so cool. I was like, oh, this is so dope. You have no idea. This is great. I don't know what I was going through, but anyways, Shirley Temple was a part of that obsession. Again, never liked that song, but yeah. Also, I ended up drinking Shirley Temples a lot because that was the like that if you were at a bar and you don't drink like I don't, it was just an easy thing to ask for. That was a drink. It wasn't like a Sprite or a Coke. It was like a thing they had to actually make, but it was basically a virgin cocktail. So I would also, yeah. Okay. Anyways, let me try to get to the bottom of this chat. Ava says none of her songs particularly bother me, but that one just breaks my sanity. I get it, Ava. I get it. Shirley Temple was my go-to drink at restaurants for a while. Ooh, Maddie, hey, check us out. All right, I used to have Shirley Temple curls when I was a wee baboo. Word up. I mean, that sounds dope. Ain't nothing wrong with a Shirley curly. Isn't there an alcoholic drink named after Shirley Temple? I mean, technically you can get a dirty Shirley, which is just a Shirley Temple with vodka in it, but the actual Shirley Temple drink doesn't have any alcohol in it. I have designed character sets for comics I was working on and been like, this character fits the last one better. Yeah, Aphrodite, it's so annoying. I completely forgot that I brought up that point. It's extremely annoying. And when I play the the song that I was playing right now, like I can already hear the lyrics for this song, but when I play that. Anyways, I can hear the lyrics of that song, and every single time I sing it in my head, I'm like, this song was supposed to be on Ego Death. Now it didn't exist when I made Ego Death, but it just feels like it fits that vibe and mode a lot more. I feel weird about it. I feel weird about putting it on anything else. Okay, Shoei Temple is 7 Up with cherry grenadine. Indeed, Ava. Adorable Shoei's alcohol version. Then they just... Oh, I'm like behind the chat. I'm sorry. So a lot of these questions have already been answered. Okay, Judy Shirley has vodka. Shoei Temple's non-alcoholic. Jaime says there is a small gallery show I was a part of a few years ago, and there was like 4 pieces that would have went so well with the rest of the work I was presenting, but they weren't finished. Word, Jaime. I think about how the show with have been would have been seen if I had included them versus without them all the time. Oh my god! So I'm not crazy. Yeah, other people seem to have this issue all the time. Mm, mm, mm. Um. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know anything about alcohol. Okay. Scooby Snacks is my favorite shot. Recommend. Scooby Snacks. Blah, blah, blah. Very fond memories of dozing off at 3 a.m. to Popeye. Ugh. Oh my god. I thought about the Popeye movie and lost my head for a bit. Okay. I don't know the ingredients, but it's very coconutty. I can't drink, and I'm not a fan of coconut, but I hope somebody has this cocktail that Ava's talking about. I've been getting Shirley Temple since I was a child, says Afro Addy. I would only order Shirley Temple at Red Lobster, says Jordan. Red Lobster. Isn't it funny how many alcoholic illicit consumables are named after notable childhood pastimes? That is very funny, Diz. Yeah, you definitely lose me that fantasy. That sucks. There's a lot of things in life that suck, but something like so I'm always so happy when I can grow past some things, you know. You know what I mean? I remember I used to look at I remember being a kid and looking at like Roger Rabbit and seeing Jessica Rabbit and being like looking back at my parents and being like I can watch this, like this is good. This you've seen this, right? You see, oh my goodness, like I remember that. I remember having that, you know. Um, and I also remember like looking at like the Goofy movie and then seeing Roxanne and being like, whoa, there's supposed to be animals in this one. What the heck? That'll the proportion on this one though. I remember thinking that. But I look at both of those things now as an adult and nothing. You know, I can look at Jessica Rabbit all day and be like, this is ridiculous. Come on now. We've got real humans. We've got real humans in the world to look at. Or I could look at Roxanne from the Goofy movie and honestly go, what on earth was wrong with me? Why was I like that? Anyways, there's growth there. Looking at Popeye still has the same exact effect on me that it did when I was a child. And that's... I don't know whether I should be glad, whether that means Popeye's that good, or whether it means that I'm that messed up, but... yeah, Popeye. Woo. Popeye. Anyways, Yo, Diz. Yeah, you're making a joke, but I'm I'm being very, very serious. That was how I felt. Because I can remember being a kid and I can remember something coming on the TV or my dad watching something on the TV and my mom or my dad being like, all right, you gotta, like, pause that. You gotta send this little one to bed. You shouldn't be up. You shouldn't be watching this. Like, my dad would be watching horror movies or, like, a boob would pop out in something and it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here seeing this. It's like, I would edit myself where I'm like, oh, this isn't for me. I'm a chill. Like, I'll go do something else. These movies aren't for me. They just said, like, 5 bad words in a row. I don't think I should be hearing this. But, like, freaking Jessica Rabbit came on screen and nobody told me to go away. And I was like, oh my god. I can't believe it's a cartoon. Little did I know that there's a lot of pretty inappropriate cartoons, and at the time, I mean, that was barely scratching the surface, was it? Wasn't it? Anyways, Popeye was that good. Popeye's amazing. Oh, Popeye's so good, guys. Popeye's very good. I feel in a lot of ways similarly about Popeye that I do about When a Wolf Falls in Love with the Sheep. Not because those movies are in any way similar, but because those movies make me feel feelings. Symphonic Charm says the frames kind of make him look like a moving animated character. Are you talking about animation frames? Are you talking about my glasses? Are you talking about me at all? Or are you talking about something else? Are you talking about Popeye? How many streams can we bring it back to furry, says Maddie. I mean, you guys can try it as many times as you want. The problem is, here's the problem. Framing anything by saying it's a problem is always a sticky situation to try to, like, dance your way out of. But here's the problem. There is a world of furries. And there is a world of other people. There is a world of non-furries. And I think, here's a challenge. We're objective. Yeah, Roxanne from the Goofy movie, and Lola Bunny from Space Jam. I think were dope as a kid. As a kid, I was like, oh snap, what? Whoa, never seen a rabbit like that before. Used to do that. Um, but I think it was because they. I think it was. I think it was because they were curvy. I don't think it was because they were furry. If anything, I'm a curvy. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Are there cons for that? Are there conventions for curvies? But no. But I think that, like, later on, people were like, "Oh, that makes you a furry," and I was like, "I don't even remember that. I don't even remember there being fur there. I just remember there being, like, somebody drew a butt and then they drew it a few times to make it move, and I was like, oh, this is sick." But if they made, like, if Goofy Movie had, like, some type of human reskinning where they made all the people humans, all the animals humans, and Roxanne was, like, just some Latina girl, because of course she was. I don't need you guys to tell me she was. There was no way Roxanne was white. Or black for that matter. Anyways, crap, where was I going? Yeah, and Lola, I don't care what Lola was, who cares? But even if they were humans, I would have liked it as a kid. I think I just liked the curves. It's pretty dope. But I liked Olive Oil, though. Olive Oil wasn't really curvy. I guess she was, like, noodly. I guess noodles have curve. Noodles can curve. They don't really have curves. Indeed, Cyber. Indeed. I think it really comes down to the people in charge of making movies don't know what to do if something doesn't have boobs in it. Hmm? sorry I said human skinning. There's definitely a better way to phrase that. I apologize. Okay. I haven't seen you in a stream in a while, by the way. Old animators were old men with a need to make the girl characters have huge honkers. Word up, Addy. Word up, honkers. Call them what you will, but they were there. They did exist. I think I think about this a lot. I think about this a lot. Like somebody had to draw this. That's always what I think about. Whenever I see I see a cartoon or whatever, and I see something happening, or I see like a particularly lewd drawing, I'm like, someone did this, and they didn't do it as quick as I saw it. It took them time. It took them time. When I see like an old painting of like, I don't know, some Greek goddess, and she's got like boobs going all willy, I'm like, dang, somebody like spent so much time like painting boobs all willy, like willy nilly, and then like getting like the colors right and shading and stuff like that. And I don't. I'll be honest, guys. I don't have it. I don't have the patience for it. The funny thing is, Ami says, Lindsay, my thesis on conditioning us to be furries was never about us thinking the furry character was cute because they're furry. Oh, I didn't even know you had a thesis. My bad. I must have missed that comment. It's just what you were saying. They just fit our idea of what's attractive and happen to be furry. Word. Slowly indoctrinating the youth. The youth. Okay, I can relate with the anime Himigoto. Someone animated a guy with bouncy schlong under his panties. Oh. Shouts out to them, I suppose. Sounds very uncomfortable, but not for the animator, for this fictional person. I went and bought new underwear yesterday. There's nothing lewd in this conversation, no worries. I went and bought underwear yesterday, and I was very sad because they didn't have Fruit of the Loom, which has been the brand of underwear I've worn for, I don't know, like 15 years or something. I don't remember not having them. I think my mom would buy me them when, your mom buys your underwear. And then when I got old enough to where I was buying my own underwear, I was like, oh, you just got to get the ones with all the fruits on it because, that's what I've always worn. Anyways, yesterday I bought Hanes, and I'm very afraid to wear them. Because they didn't have Fruit of the Loom. They didn't have Fruit of the Loom. They were all out of them. I bought Hanes, and now I don't know what to do. That's a really good thesis, though, Lindsay. I don't know. I would like to know what the path is, though, Lindsay. Right of the furry, the path of the furry. Why didn't I become a furry? Huh? I'm not asking you to answer that question. I guess that's more of a question for the void. But it's like, what? Then how come not me? I also like Roxanne. I like Lola. Who didn't? Jessica Rabbit? Well, she was really a human, wasn't she? I mean, come on now. Rabbit ears is not a rabbit make. Please, everyone, treat yourself and buy expensive underoos, says. Who says this? Is that Liana? Never, Liana. I'll wear cardboard. I'll wear cardboard diapers before I wear expensive underoos. But I understand. I've heard enough MeUndies ads to know that expensive underwear must be a paradise. A paradise in your pants, but I haven't made that step. I feel like if I haven't made it now, maybe that step is never made. Generally speaking, furries I feel are, oh my, I don't, oh, it's like a gateway. It's like a gateway, cyber. Going FK to work. Good luck with work. Today's anime recommendation is Beastars, probably because we're talking about furry stuff. I'm hungry. Damn, hungry mad fast, and this I guess no, it's been an hour 15. Cordwood Diapers, you heard right. In the music game community, ooh, I haven't read the rest of this comment, but I feel like I'm gonna like it. In the music game community, there is an interesting intersection of people who really like games and furries, as well as other expressions of gender and sexuality. Oh, yes, I know these people. I've heard tale. No, I know these people. I made music with some of these people, but I think somebody tried to book me for a furry con last year. Cyber. That was funny. Anyways, I think I'm in the wrong streams as D. I think I'm also in the wrong stream. I think I am the wrong stream, D. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm gonna start playing again in a second. Who I can't say and which con I also can't say because I said no. Because I said no, and out of respect to them and the con, but it did happen in California. I don't know how many furry cons happen in California, but this one did. Northern California. Okay, do you mean rhythm game community, says you? I don't. You probably do know both, Cyber. You probably do know both, which is also why I'm not saying. Why would you pass up on that opportunity, says Lindsay. I can't tell if you're being serious or not, so I'm going to answer the question as if you are being serious. Oh man, this is probably going to sound like a little whack, maybe even mean, Lindsay, given the context, but I need you to just hear it as like, as if it's text on a piece of paper. As a musician, you do have to like, at a certain point, definitely not in the beginning, but at a certain point, be like kind of choosy about what shows you will and will not play, particularly because of what kind of bearing it'll have on your shows in the future and your career in the future. For example, there's a con in Phoenix, Arizona that I went to every single year, which was just Phoenix Comic Con. Which, whatever, every city has their own local Comic Con, or at least I hope they do. And Phoenix Comic Con was ours. I liked it. I liked it so much that I would drive. Phoenix was roughly 45 minutes to an hour away from where I lived when I was going regularly. And I would actually get a hotel in downtown Phoenix so I wouldn't go home. Like, I would like basically live at the con for all 4 days. And I lived in the same, same city basically. That's how much I loved this con. And I got to play it and it was really cool. If I got booked to play that con today, I'm not playing it. If that makes sense. Like, if somebody asks me to play Phoenix Comic Con today, I'm not playing it. The amount of money that they would have to give me would have to be so high over what I'm actually charging for a show that it probably would not happen, and I would not want it to happen. There's just certain shows, and it's not just conventions either. There's just certain shows that me, as the artist that I'm trying to be and gearing myself towards, will not play. And a furry con is one of those things, if that makes sense. I mean, it works the other way around too. There's like a lot of shows that I play that somebody else would look at and be like, no, that's not happening. Cool. Looks fun, but yeah, I'm never going to do that. Which is why you only see certain, usually when you're saying like a furry DJ, you're seeing them play furry cons and like-minded events, and you don't see them playing, say, like a rap battle or something. I don't know. Yeah. I think there have been some times where I didn't take that into consideration. Oh, this is even better. This is even better. Oh, this is so much better. Maybe this is a better analogy. It might make it easier for somebody to understand. I feel like there's still like a tiny mosquito somewhere in here. I've been killing mosquitoes all day. This might be better, y'all. When I first entered the wonderful world of SoundCloud and all of the disgust and the vitriol that it had for me, when somebody said, hey Omni, let's make a song together, I would just say yes. If anybody wanted to make music with me, I would say yes. Because I was new, and the idea of anybody wanting to do anything with me was like super dope. In the same way when you're like new at a school and somebody comes up and they're like, hey, what's your name? It's like, sick, I'm Justin, what's your name? Like, you're just happy to meet people, you know? So I would make music with anybody. And that happened, you know. And then I kind of kept that energy. Like I was like always, if anybody was down to work or down to do something or wanted to hang out, if somebody was just like, "Hey, Omni Boy, like, never met you, big fan of your work though. I'm in Los Angeles, you know, for a week. You know, my girlfriend wanted to come out here to go to Disneyland. Is there any way we could like get ramen or something?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't see why not." You know, I get off work at like 4:30, and I would just like I would like pretty much say yes to anything. Um, and and it was cool. I got to meet a lot of really cool people. Honestly, a lot of the people that I talk to now are from like that specific stage in my life where I was just saying yes to everything and hanging out with everybody. Um, but mainly I was working with everybody, which is why if you go back and you listen to like a lot of my old songs, like Nice Dream, Love Dream era stuff, and all the Lucy's from those years, there are a lot of artists who like don't exist. And when I say don't exist, it's like yeah, them as a person they exist. But if you went and tried to Google some of the names of those like uh, collaborations, like for example, if you try to look up Colada from Magic Girl, you can't find her anywhere. Like she's done. Like she just stopped everything. She went into like a hiatus like every year, every 2 years at a certain point, and then finally was just like, I guess I'm like done. Um, and I think that hurt me going forward. I don't know. I don't want to get into very specifics of why that or how that hurt me because I love Colada, and I wish so badly that she was still active and that I could still keep working with her. But yeah, like if you're like shopping your music to somebody and they're like, "Oh, this person's worked with a lot of people," and the people that they've worked with like don't exist, or they're like not very serious about music, or maybe they quit music a while back, it actually ends up reflecting poorly on you, which isn't fair, but it happens. And so when you're putting together your press kit, Lindsay, because you want to play, I don't know, a tour. I can't name any actual real names. You want to play a tour with like Gene Baba, and Gene Baba's like some really really cool like big room house guy or something. And you're like, oh, I want to go on tour with him. And then you send them your press kit, and your press kit, it's like, oh, Omniboy played like a furry con here and like an anime convention here, and they're like, oh, I mean, yeah, his music sounds cool, but he's very clearly that type of musician. He's not going to be a good fit for this. Or we want somebody to score this movie. What have they done? Like FurryCon. It's like, maybe not them. It just, unfortunately, as far as the music business is concerned and society, there are certain things that are more of a blight on my career than they are like a star, if that makes sense. So I gotta just like say no to a lot of things that I'm sure like the FurryCon would have been a lot of fun, but yeah, it wouldn't have been worth it. Yes, and that does suck, Lindsay. But I think that that's probably true um, in all art forms. Probably very true. Um, I like saying that they stink and tell me to bring a nose plug. Also, if I'm being honest, I don't think that I would have fun there. I don't think that I would have fun at a furry con. And I'm not saying that it's because it's a furry con. I'm saying that because it's a con. I don't particularly enjoy conventions. If I got booked to play a furry con, I think I would show up maybe an hour before my set, and I would perform, and then I would leave almost immediately after, and I would go somewhere else. Um, I just don't think I want to be at a furry con. I have a lot of furry friends, and they're cool, and I know they enjoy their time at the furry con, but I think I would be miserable. Kiwi says, this one time, I did an art trade with someone who's bigger artist than me. Sounds fun so far. So their prices were more expensive. They did the trade based on money, and I was super naive at the time, so I was like, okay, so it took me a few stuff of theirs, like 3 prints, oh my goodness, and 2 charms. They came to the table and took a bag. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. You got hoodwinked. You got bamboozled, Kiwi. I think listing work and fanzines, for example, can be taken less seriously. Absolutely, Addie. Oh my god. I'm so glad by the way that you guys get this because I feel like if I explain I feel like I did a decent job explaining this, but there have been times Lindsay, Addie, and Diz and everybody else. There have been a few times where I've explained this, and people have kind of just gone like, oh, I get it. You like hate furries, so then they're just like, Omni hates furries. Never ask Omni to hang out with like any of our furry friends. Like, I definitely have had that. What the heck keeps biting me? Getting like rashes and stuff. Anyways, yeah. Still laughing at the Hamagata thing. I'm sorry. I started reading the comment and I couldn't back out by the time I got to that. Also, you said something earlier in the stream that I feel like I didn't answer or I skipped over, and I want to apologize for that. I just can't see it anymore. So, oh, you were asking me if I played Detroit Become Human. If so, did you play? Did you play the piano as Marcus and Carl says? I did do that. I have played that game and I have beat it several times, and I did play the piano. Yes, I was glad that they included that as a keyboard player. I like things like that. Only take trades from people that I genuinely like. There are a lot of people coming to my table with binders full of prints that don't want any more, expecting me to trade. And I'm like, nah, okay, says Kiwi talking about art trades. Omni hates furries, Omni Boy. I like when people spell Omni Boy with a Y a lot because a lot of people have said like actually some really messed up stuff about me or to me, and they've misspelled my artist name, and I've been able to like, whoa, that's why you're messed up. I've been able to like depersonalize it by going like, oh, they're not talking about me. They're talking about Omni Boy with a Y. Um, you missed my heavy rain piano, so you comment. I did miss that. My bad. I heard my name. Are you saying what I mean? I was just talking about the furry thing. But yeah, you're never gonna catch me at a furry con as a patron or a musical guest. Probably any cons at all, honestly. Like last year I didn't play Anime Expo, and it felt so good, guys. No offense to Anime Expo, no offense at all. Oh, Anime Expo's great. The weebs come to town. They trash the city. No offense to Anime Expo. Anime Expo's great, but I've played it several times, and last year was the first year that I was like, I'm not even gonna try to play. I'm not gonna ask to play, and if anybody asks me to play any shows around the con, I'm just gonna say no. And so I said no to like 3 shows, and I didn't ask the con if they had any bookings available, and I just kind of went and like saw my friends play, and it was like really nice actually. It was so nice to like not be involved in the thing and just to leave whenever I wanted, which was pretty quickly. Yeah. Wow. It was it was really nice. And then like I started thinking about obviously Anime Expo is canceled this year, and you know honestly with the way things are going in the year, it might be canceled next year too. But I started thinking to myself like maybe I never play again. Anime Expo, I mean, not a show, but I was like maybe I never play Anime Expo again. Maybe I can just be off it, you know. I think that Anime Expo is one of those things that I go to mostly out of obligation. It's like I live here. I live like 15 minutes away from the con. Well, with traffic, you know, not really, but like in quarantine times, I live like 15 minutes away from the con. I can get there really quick and easy. Usually, people that are going to the con that live out of state will like be staying at my apartment, so it's just kind of a thing I get roped into every year. And then usually end up performing it as well, but something started feeling like not genuine about it. If that makes sense? Does that make sense, guys? I'm always intimidated by huge cons like Cyber. I just wanted to go. I have so many like weird reasons for like not liking Anime Expo, but like feeling haunted by it. If that makes sense. There was definitely a time where I was not living here, and I used to look at Anime Expo on the internet and be like, oh my god, how do I get there? Like, because Anime Expo is like, if not one of the biggest, the biggest anime convention in the United States. I think it's the biggest. And so it's like a lot of like the wild cosplay that like ends up going viral and like goes online usually comes from that con. So I'm always looking at these like really, really dope cosplayers. And I'm like, where is this? People are like, oh, that's Anime Expo in Los Angeles. And I'm saying, like, I don't know. At the time, I'm like early high school. So I'm saying like a bunch of like cute people, I guess. I don't know, cute cosplayers. I'm like, where can I find them? Where are they? People are like, oh, that one? Ha ha ha. That's Anime Expo. You wouldn't know anything about that here in Arizona. You don't have an Anime Expo. And so I thought it was kind of like this like promised land. Also, I was a weeb at the time, and I was making like anime inspired infused music, and so I really wanted to go. And I was like, it's my dream to perform there. And then I did perform there, and I was like, wow, this is my dream. Um, and then I was making friends there, and I was like, wow, everything's cool. And then people that were at the con were like, oh my god, I know you, you're Omni Boy. And I was like, oh my god, I have fans here. This is so cool. And then eventually I grew and my music changed. And now when I hear like close down, or I hear ego death, or I hear even catching up, I'm like, this is not music that I ever wanted to play at an anime convention. You know, I changed too much, and now I need to play somewhere else. But since I live here and I'm friends with a lot of the people that are involved in Anime Expo, I always feel weird for like not liking it. I feel like I should still be playing it because all my friends are. Okay, hello Cloudless. Welcome back to the fold, Cloudless. Welcome. This song is called Liminality. Oh, thanks for reminding me it's the hour and a half mark. What's supposed to happen at an hour and a half? Oh, did you talk about your new mood lights in the room during the stream? I didn't. I used them last night though. I like them. Thanks, Maddie. What's your most well-known, or least known piece? Says D. I suppose talking to me. I'm gonna start calling my songs pieces now. This piece is called Liminality. Ew. Sorry. Oh, a little too crazy. Welcome. A little too crazy is new to the stream. Welcome, a little too crazy. Where'd you come from? How'd you find me? How'd you get here? I don't answer that question, by the way, a little too crazy, but um, the fact that you're asking that question means that you might be a little new to the stream. Something bit me. And I swear to God, if it's another mosquito, I don't even know how they're getting in. I put the screen up, guys. I did everything right. How are they doing it? I'm so tired of killing. I'm so tired of murder. I just want to live in peacetime already. Okay, Lindsay did name this one. Spotify. You came here from Spotify? How did you know? Little Crazy, how did you know? How did you know? I'm scared. Mosquito, I think it was a mosquito. Okay, I think I missed some stuff in the chat. I'm scrolling, but it's okay. The mood lights, by the way, really quickly, a little too crazy. I'm so glad that you're here, by the way. I'm glad that you somehow found this stream from Spotify, and I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Is there a particular song that you like a little too crazy? Maybe it's one that I can play on piano. Maybe. Um, that mosquito had a family, says Diz. See, I don't want to have to kill a whole family. Jesus Christ, there's no end to this. I'm sick of murder. I'll kill him. I'll kill him, but I just want to be. I want it to be over. I know you're in here. Unless this is just a regular old rash, but that's not how they work. I don't think. Okay. I don't know any good songs. That's a little too crazy. Oh, That's okay. It's okay, a little too crazy. I was talking like if you like one of my songs in particular, maybe from Spotify, that you wanted to hear, but or if you just mean you don't know any good songs by me and they're all bad, in which case like I like you even more. If you thought my songs were bad, and you still somehow found my YouTube stream. That's that's love. I've killed more than a family of mosquitoes, says D, bragging about it. Yes. I assume that I've killed like a family's worth, but I don't know. I don't know the relation of all the insects that I've murdered, so I don't know if that they were actually a family. The song's called Liminality. I do love the like. No, that's wrong. I like. I love that part. I'm so glad that the song finally has an ending. I'm saying that because there's more mosquitoes here than in Australia, says the word up, word up. I've never been to Australia, but um, sounds like a nightmare. I left a dead wasp in my room before to send a message to others. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's dark, but I would like to think that the wasp has a complex enough, cognitive system that they could see a dead wasp and go, oh no 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 no, trouble lies this way. I just don't think a wasp is that smart. Um, I had a nightmare last night where I had to sneak past a bunch of wasp nests. That's pretty cool. Like Metal Gear Solid style, like you had to do the little stealth sneak. Um, I had a nightmare last night. No, I had a dream last night that I cut my hair because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this about my hair. Today probably isn't the best way to give an example of it because I'm not doing the full side part. Usually there's a part right here, and most of my hair goes this way, and then the rest goes this way. And because of that, the hair on the right side of my head, or the twists, I should say, on the right side of my head, are slightly longer than the ones on the left side, and it bothers me sometimes, and I want to cut them. And last night in my dream, I cut them a little bit to try to make it more even, and I ruined everything. So I woke up and decided not to do that. Anywho, okay, what else I got? What else I got? get back into the verse part. That sounds like a song you hear when you rest in an RPG game. Wow, that is high praise. I like that comment. I wish I could fave comments. I wish I could like star them or something because that's a really cool one. Wow. Well, I can make somebody a moderator. Oh, I can put people in timeout. Wow, that's cool. Does anybody want to be a moderator? Cyber, you want to be moderator? Okay. I like that Maddie says, uh-oh. You shouldn't give me an additional power. Lindsay's already a little OP, huh? I remember someone timed out me on accident. That's funny. Whoa, weird. That's so funny. Wow. Wow, I'm a wizard. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna chill on this chord progression for a little while longer, then I promise we'll move on because I gotta start winding things down because I'm gonna make a nice big fluffy waffle. A little bit of strawberries on top. Have some bacon on the side. Who knows? Maybe potatoes. You know, it's wild. It's wild. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten in a while. Maddie's trying to get put in the timeout. I like you too much, Maddie. I don't know if my hand could do it. I have a friend that makes everyone moderator in their streams. It's chaos. Well, you can make several people moderator. This one's for you, Maddie. Chord progression, sorry. I remembered the whole conversation the whole time. Oh, snap. Oh, what? I remember the whole time, Lindsay. I was waiting for you to bring it up. I didn't want to make you upset again. I've done that once before. You know, I don't want to be there again. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? I like it. Oh no, what was that sound though? How did I get to breathy sax? That was beautiful. Oh, it's 91. Everybody remember number 91. the song? I mean, sorry. Do you guys know the game Watam? Watam? W. Do you guys know the game Watam? Yeah, Watam. Anybody know that game? Anybody know that one? Anybody know that one? Ah! Anybody know that one? I'm hearing like voices though. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys, please. Please don't let me forget this. Please don't let me forget this because I really want to do something with this on Friday. So now, no. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. Everything's wrong. I can't play piano anymore. Okay. Do you still want us to remember 177 too? No. No. It's no longer important. This is all that matters now. Sound 91. Thanks, Jesse. Okay, oh, crap. You're playing Sound Like a Belong in an Atlas game? Wow. Big compliments. Big comps every day from you. Or at least every day that you're in the stream, and I appreciate you. All the compliments that matter to me. These are the things that matter to me. I appreciate that. Wow, I love Atlas games. We're doing a production stream. We gotta do a production stream. Okay, I wanna go back to the one song that sounded like Not on My Watch, but it wasn't. Oh, I know exactly what song you're talking about, Dar. It's called Boss of Fire. So if you remember the name Boss of Fire and request that in the Friday stream, I can bring it up for you. What the mic instrument you use? Your quarantine's called vocoder. Oh my god! Hold on. I heard you. close. I feel like that's close. It's not quite there. It's definitely the microchord. Addie. Sorry. Oh my god. That is it. I'm gonna hold on. No, that's not it, actually. It's right there. Oh crap. Okay. The thing is called a microchord. Sorry about that. It's this thing. Hold on. We don't need those. Those are cooking gloves there. It's how do I turn the camera around? Is it this keyboard? Oh, there's the Haynes. um So it's a microchord, and then there's actually like if you look, there's a setting on it called vocoder, and so if you switch to that, and then um, do some other doohickey stuff, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually like this is the mic right here, and it's picking up my vocals, and applying a sound to them. This is the mic. Oh crap. That was a lot of feedback. Also, this really weird thing happens where if I get too close to the if I let my phone get too close to the mic, it does like a weird frequency interference thing. And so I try not to get too close to it. But can I? Whoa. It's too hot. It's too hot. I can't do it. I don't know if you can hear the actual vocoding happening, but I hope you can because if I get any closer to it, it's gonna like do a weird feedback thing. Anyways, I don't even remember who had that question. It was one of his. Addie? Was it Addie? Oh my god. Oh, what? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? That's awesome. I gotta put that in something. I'm probably gonna play that again at the very end because if I do end up forgetting it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to the very end of this stream. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna play it right before I play Hush Hour, so that I don't have to like fish through a 2-hour stream to find the actual track. Um, word. Crap. Uh, um. I can't play it after Hush Hour, Dar, because I'm weird, and I'll feel weird if Hush Hour isn't like the punctuation to the stream, because I'm stupid. What? It's so rare that I hear something in my head and I'm actually able to turn it into something with my hands. It's getting more and more frequent lately, but it's usually like I can hear a chord and then I have to like try to sound it out, and then I never end up finding it. I just get close, like close enough. That's exactly what I heard in my head. But I hear it like with voices. I hear it with like those jazzy vocals like. That's insane. It's insane only to me. It's insane only to me. I know. I know. I'm in my like weird stupid headspace right now. But Dar says, Omni, you have glasses. I do have glasses. You're banned for being stupid. Oh. Interesting. I like this game. What else am I banned from? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, cowboy. Omni can have a little like as a treat. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Did Maddie ever go to timeout? Maddie, did Cyber ever put you in timeout? If I'm the only thing I'm afraid of is if I put somebody in timeout, I don't know how to get them out. Is it like a time thing where it's just after 5 minutes they come back, or can I put them out? Can I pull them out? Oh, whoa, Maddie in timeout. 300 seconds. Oh no. Cyber, can you pull her out? Oh no, Maddie! Oh God! How long is 300 seconds? That's a lot of seconds. Maddie, I don't know if you can hear us, but we love you. Keep it together in there, please. Stay the course. In light of Maddie's incarceration, I'm gonna be extending the stream until she's able to get out. Free Maddie. I'm gonna start I love Lindsay so freaking much. That's hilarious. I used to have one of those shirts, by the way. The stream will be extended. We will not go home until Maddie is free. Does it tell me? Does it let me know how many seconds are left? It doesn't. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Well, Maddie. Oh my god. Sorry, Alpha. Welcome to the stream, Alpha. I've never had my pupils dilated. Sounds like fun, though. Maddie's currently in timeout. We're gonna be playing, freaking, Jumpin' Jaybird until Maddie comes back. she's out. Oh, Maddie. Oh, wow. What a troubling, what a troubling 5 minutes. Okay. Um, what was it like, Maddie? Can you still see us? Can you still see and hear everything? Everything's normal in there, except I can't post chats. What happens when you try to post a chat? Does like a message come up and go like, "You're in timeout, Mister," or like, I guess I don't know because I've never tried to comment. And like, what does it look like if you try to comment, or does the comment icon just not exist? Does it go away? I've dealt with being timed out twice, says Steve. That's right. Somebody, you said they timed you out on accident. There is a message saying you've been put in timeout. Oh. Do do ba do 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 da da ba dee da da dee da 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 ba ba dee da. This is funny. Whoa, this is funny. Okay, so when there is no admin, I see all the naughty messages, and then I'm the Santa Claus that's allowed to allow them or not. Right? Like I can show Alpha's F word. Alpha says the F word in the stream. But then there are things. There are things. Cyber can see them now, though. Cyber can see them. And Cyber can hide or allow them? This is so interesting. I'm not going to try to understand this right now. I'm not going to try to understand this right now. I'm not trying to break the stream or kill the energy. We had a whole vibe going with the endless jumping Jaybird and loving memory of Maddie back when she was... Whoa, what was that? What did I hit? I've learned anything from my time and timeout is that you shouldn't curse. Definitely never, Maddie. If you're asking me, if we're asking me, Omni, if you should ever swear, no, I'm gonna say no. There's never a need for it. Yeah. Are you the one? What? Are you even talking to me, Lindsay? Are you good? Are you? Um. Word. Oh, good morning, Austin. I was wondering what your thoughts were on popularity of O2 Hop sampling your Gucci Gang remix. That's so funny, Austin. That is. You're not the first person to come in the stream and ask me that. Well, you're not the first person in the stream to ask me that. So instead of going on a very long answer, I'm going to give you the abridged answer, which is, well, let me read your question again. So wondering what your thoughts were on the popularity of the O2 sampling your Gucci Gang remix. I'm going to give you an abridged version of my thoughts on both the act of that and that specific thing happening to me. Taking people's art without their permission and just putting it on stuff, I'm not a big fan of. Ethically, I think it's not great. I think a lot of people do it. I've also been guilty of doing it in my life, and so yeah, I understand why people do it. And as an artist that's happened to, I'm not a fan of it. Now, the how do I feel? You're asking me specifically what my thoughts were on the popularity of it. I think that putting chill music with anime visuals has been a thing for a really long time. Like it's kind of a thing, right? We all remember anime vines, right? Remember anime vines where it would just be a few seconds of like a few scenes from a popular anime over like some nujabes or some Madlib or something, some like lo-fi hip hop type stuff. That's been kind of, for whatever reasons, like an aesthetic combination that the internet really loves. So the popularity of it isn't very surprising to me. I make a lot of chill music, and when people juxtapose my chill music with anime stuff, usually it gets a lot of views or likes or what have you. I just wish that I had been asked for my music to be used in that before it was. And that is the short, abridged answer of my thoughts on O2 sampling Gucci Gang. I'm going to try to catch up on the stream. Spaceboy is here. Spaceboy did sleep in, so they are only arriving towards the last few moments of the stream. But thank you for making the trip out to the morning medley number 178, Spaceboy. I appreciate you. Whoa. This is wild. Message automatically held for review hidden by Cyber. Whoa. That's a Maddie message. Probably had some swears in it. We've heard you curse before. Says Dar. When? When did you hear me curse, Dar? I like this game. I do like this game. Serious question though. Dar, when was this? Okay, Lindsay is cool, catching up, but Naomi is beefing for no good reason. Oh yeah, Alpha is beefing. Children of Omni, we mustn't might amongst ourselves. I like it specifically being might amongst ourselves. But yeah, I don't know why. People are doing the thing. I urge you to spread love and peace, like our savior. Oh, I haven't saved anybody yet, Maddie. If anything, I'm leading you all to some like disaster. Yo, lo-fi vines were cool as heck, says Alpha. Word up. A lot of people did like them. Crap, I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this, guys. I'm trying to get down there. Hold on. I'm gonna lightning round a lot of these. New grind ones. He was dumb. Sorry, they're later here. Curious how I found Omni. I am still sort of new here and was curious. That's how I found Omni. Word up, Austin. Yeah, there was no offense or anything. You don't need to apologize for anything, Austin. I just, I hope I answered your question accurately. I hope. Someone spent a long time making a cool Elon Musk art only for it to be put on a shirt without permission. Word, this happens. You know how yesterday I said it would be hard for you to actually make me frustrated? Am I doing it now? What am I doing? What am I doing, Lindsay? I'm just trying to get through the thing. I didn't, yeah. Sorry, Lindsay. I don't know what I did. Okay, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to get to the bottom. Okay. Used to curse on Periscope on occasion. I actually didn't curse on Periscope. Dar. I hate to make it a me versus you thing, but I like not cursing is actually like a whole thing of me, and I haven't cursed. I haven't cursed. It's like a whole thing. It goes back pretty far. I think that at this point, actually cursing would like cause me physical pain. It's like drinking. It's like drinking, Dar. It's like I like my whole things as a kid because of like church and junk like that. I was like, oh, don't smoke, don't drink, don't curse. Those are like my big three. And then I just never got into any of them. Even though I did reach an age eventually where it was like, I could probably do that and no one would get mad at me. Like I could probably drink alcohol and it'll be fine. I'm over the drinking age, but I just never did it anyway. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like die if I like smoked weed. But I can't. I can't do it. Okay, trudging through. I missed the trash talk discussion, says Space Boy. Is your version of hyper just screwing with easily baited people? Says Lindsay. Lindsay, are you talking to me? I can't. Oh no. Oh man. I don't. Oh no, Lindsay, I'm so lost. I feel like I'm never gonna get to the bottom, and I don't know who's talking to me and who's talking to each other anymore. Oh goodness. Okay. Um. Um, I like Zach King Vines says D word up. Um, okay. Never heard Omni curse. No one has. It just hasn't happened. I didn't know somebody. Okay, somebody got mad at me. They were like, "I have heard you curse," and I was like, "What did you hear me say?" And they were like, "You said dick," and I was like, "Oh, is dick a swear?" And they're like, "Yeah, like calling somebody a dick." And I was like, "If that is a swear, then I guess I curse quite often then, because that's a pretty common insult of mine." But I don't count that in my head as a swear, so it doesn't count to me. But if it is a swear for you, then by your definition, yeah, I guess I do curse almost daily. Jesus. Um, uh, I'm not gonna do that. She's frustrated for a legitimate reason. We didn't get into the space where I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to make you upset. And I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't want to be selfish if no one else was interested. But Lindsay in timeout says, "Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Um. Oh man. This is why you don't have mods." He says, "Dog." Somebody says, "Start drinking fermented apple juice," which is a comment that I appreciate. I have a friend named Dick. Says Austin. Word. Um, I don't think that's a swear word. Says Diz. People are weighing in on Dickgate on whether it is or is not vulgar or a swear. Um, it's okay, Space Boy. Everything's okay. Oh my god. A person can be named Dick. Indeed, Diz. This is a thing. Dick apparently is short for Richard, and there's pudding in Britain called Spotted Dick. There is. Not a fan of the pudding, which I've only had once. Maybe I had bad. Um, I had bad Spotted Dick. Uh, Dar says, "I'm gonna work you up to curses." Good luck with that. Oh, this is insane. This is insane, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, we're not gonna work me up to that because the amount of stress I've been under in my life is great. It is huge, and if that didn't do it, these very very lovely streams probably are not gonna do it. Please know it is absurd that I would be mad at you, says Lindsay. I think Lindsay, because there's text happening, I think when you get riled up, I automatically assume anger, and then when you say my name in all caps, I'm like, oh crap, I've done something wrong. This is maybe something I need to work on. Sorry, Lindsay. Didn't think we were starting at Dick though, says Star. Yeah, me neither. But probably not gonna swear. I feel like I've gone this far in life. Maybe I'll do it on my deathbed or something. That'd be kind of fun, right? But who knows what my deathbed is? Maybe I die in a car. Starbucks gave me 3 sandwiches instead of 1. Wish I could share with y'all. So yummy. Aww. I like Austin. I like this person now. Okay, Austin, is there anything you want to hear? Is there anything specific you want to hear? It's my only way of showing appreciation to you guys in the stream. I don't know what else to do on short notice, but usually when somebody says something that I like a lot, I want to play them something. I don't know what to play you, Austin. Um, I didn't mean to bait you at all, Lindsay. If that's what's happening, I didn't bait you. I didn't try to do anything. I'm not a baiter. Oh, now Darsh is saying a bunch of swears, but they're being held in that weird like ether realm where I can allow them or I can hide them, and Cyber has hid them. Oh, sorry, sorry, Lindsay. Is there anything you want to hear, Austin? Austin, sandwich. Austin, is there anything you would like to hear? That was maybe the sweetest thing I've read all day. Granted, it's early. Still, still married to Austin. What would you like to hear? I don't know that one here. sync? Ooh, Austin wants to hear me vibe. I can vibe before we start closing things down. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I don't mind though. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm also hungry, Maddie, but I'm gonna vibe for a second. It was Backstreet. Backstreet Boys. Thanks, Dar. It was Backstreet Boys. What kind of games do I like, Esty? I like horror games, strong linear narrative games like Uncharted or Tomb Raider, or I can play like an open world game, but they kind of have to have a really strong story like Horizon Zero Dawn. I guess generally, if I'm being honest, I like every type of game except for sports games like 2K and stuff like that. I don't really like FIFA or 2K. And I also am not a huge fan of wartime shooters like Medal of Honor and most Call of Duty games, you know. What is your stream schedule, Omni? Asks Austin. Every weekday morning at 9 a.m. So every weekday morning, roughly 2.5 hours ago. Oh, I can do better than that. It's. proper, heck yeah. Hey, Austin. Since we were talking about Dick earlier, there's a place in Seattle called Dick's Burgers, I guess. Just like Dick's Burgers. It's like a burger place. I have been I have been craving that place for like a solid 2 months now. And because of all the like the COVID stuff and stuff like that, obviously I can't travel, but like I very, very badly miss that place. Ugh, I love it. I've never met anybody in real life or online that said they were from Oregon. That's really funny because one of my roommates was from Oregon and then moved back to Oregon once they found a wife out here. Um, Hope they're okay. Hope they're doing good. That and their lady. Anyway, Space Boy says, yeah, supposedly they're gonna redo it for PS5, make better graphics, and add a few more songs, but I'm not sure if they'll go through with it since they did the HD collection. Says Space Boy. I'm tired of HD remakes, but that's me. No, it is. I am tired of HD remakes. I would always prefer new content over old, repolished content. It's like I would like to play Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Radio HD, right, for PS5. But I would much rather just have a new Jet Set game. But I don't think I'm gonna get that. So yeah, if an HD remake is the only thing I can get, I guess I get why people like those. I just talked myself through that. I guess I like HD remixes now. This says, I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem and it gotten to the point where I was eating dinner and I was trying to figure out a way to position myself where I could take a bite and counterattack back. I love that, Diz. I love that. I love that so much. I love that when that happens. Happens to me all the time. Everybody knows about when you play DDR too much, and then you start seeing patterns and you start thinking like, oh, I could like turn my body this way to like hit that one. It's like, it's a really cool thing. I like the way the brain works. I like that. I like how pattern friendly the brain is. That when it sees patterns enough times, it just does find them anywhere, even in food. Spotify in Russia says experience, which we all know is Sevka. Hey Sevka, how you doing? You been okay? Why are you saying Spotify in Russia? Am I on Spotify in Russia, or is my music not available to the Russians up there on Spotify? Is that why you're saying this? There's a mountain dick in the land down under, Australia. Interesting. Is it a big mountain? I'm literally so excited there's another Seattleite in here. Ugh, I love the word Seattleite. Ugh, makes you guys sound like space junk. Maddie and Austin. You know what else I like in Seattle? 8 Ounce. There's a place called 8 Ounce Burger. I know exactly where it is. I don't know how to tell you how to get there if you don't know. It's like University Hill or whatever that area is. Ugh, I love that burger place. Oh, I miss it. You know what else I miss? I miss watching the milk. I miss watching the milk get poured. Sorry about that. Anyways, also about great stories. When I watched a bit of Heavy Rain, I thought the game was an interesting story with this original killer. Oh, sorry, origami killer. Indeed, D. Indeed. I want a burger so freaking bad, says Maddie. Seattle does have some pretty good burgers. I'm not a big burger head, but Seattle does a good burger. Currently playing Heavy Rain because I played Detroit Become Human not too long ago. Good games, both of them. Yeah, the kids are going buck wild. But anywho, we're at 2 minute 30. We're at 2:30, so let's start winding it down, everybody. Thank everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank everybody. I have some music out. One piece of music is called Ego Death. It's very ambient. I love it. I love it a lot. A lot of the songs on Ego Death were... I say that they're sad songs, but from being maybe a little bit... From being more specific, the songs aren't sad songs. The songs are songs with concepts that are not fun and danceable. And so there is this sense when you're writing a song, guys, and you guys know it, a lot of you people have written songs. There's a sense when you're writing a song and the song sounds like Jumpin' Jaybird, where it's like the... And when I'm writing writing lyrics to this, I don't really want to write sad lyrics. And it's hard for me to write sad sounding music. So I was like, maybe if I go chill, like I did on Lush Dream, where I'm writing really chill music and I put vocals over it, kind of like how I did with Groom Cake, you know? I was like, if I can do that, maybe I can actually explore some more gray topics, you know, topics that aren't just like energetic, sleepy topics, let's call them. And so that is what Ego Death is. It's more ambient music, and I sing on most of the tracks, which is not like me at all. Like Ego Death Quick Breath featured more of my vocals than maybe any body of work I've ever made, with the exception maybe of Speed Dream. And so, go listen to either one of those if you ever get a chance. Also, I have another song that came out. It was not released by me, but I did make it. It is me, and it's called The View, and that came out on Attack the Music. So that I just named 15 songs. 7 songs on Ego Death, 7 songs on Quick Breath, and 1 single called The View. And you can hear them on Bandcamp. You can hear them on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Groove, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube, which we're on right now. So if you're on YouTube and you want to maybe see some videos that I've made, I have made a lot. I got a little bit better at video editing last year too, so some of them are pretty interesting to look at, not only just to hear. You know, they're not just videos shot on my cell phone like I did for Lush Stream. They're videos like shot and edited and like, you know, produced to some degree, you know, to sound and look away. So go check those out. I have them saved in various neat and organized playlists on my YouTube page. Whew. That's it. That's it as far as news. I'll let you guys know when there's more to it. But today is Wednesday, which marks the halfway through the stream week. This Friday, guys, is a production stream, and I'm actually pretty excited about it because this Friday's production stream, I was gonna do an A/B, right? I was gonna do a poll of like, should I make an ambient song in this stream? Do you guys want me to make an ambient song, or do you guys want me to make like a funky, like fun song? But with that, I'm like hearing things that are pretty cool right now. That would be a good funky upbeat song. So what I'm gonna try to do for the stream, I'm gonna hence the word try because it might make the stream a little too long and I might have to cut it eventually. I want to try to do an A and a B. I want to do like an ambient part of the stream, and I want to do a upbeat funky part of the stream. I want to try to make 2 tracks, and so that is currently what we have. Now there are people that had some questions about specific songs in the stream, where they wanted to hear a breakdown of them. Make sure to load if you are one of those people, try to be towards the beginning of the stream or the end of the stream, if that makes sense. I don't want to break the production in the middle to go look at and break down other tracks. But if you're there at 9 a.m. and you want to hear a breakdown, that would be a good time to get in that question. Or if you're there at, I don't know, when we end up winding down. But if you're there towards the end, maybe save those recommendations towards the end. And I can get to them and in depth with them as much as I possibly can. Spaceboy says, hey, Omni, have you ever heard Flight of the Conchords? I have heard Flight of the Conchords. They're funny. And also like pretty good musicians. I mean, it's weird, right? Things like Flight of the Conchords, Tenacious D, The Lonely Island. It's like, yeah, these things are at the forefront comedic and they're very funny. But when you actually get down and listen to the music, it's like, oh, a lot of these songs are like well-written songs, like well-crafted songs, the harmony and everything there. But I am familiar with Flight of the Conchords. PSB wants everybody to have a good day. Maddie wants me to try to make ambient funk. That actually, I don't know if you're making a joke, Maddie, but that could be pretty cool. I did see, I did see Dee's comment about looking at the cover of a Harry Potter book and a deer having a curvy butt. I'm going to have to look that up myself. Because I don't know what you're talking about. I read those books forever ago. And Prisoner of Azkaban wasn't exactly one that I enjoyed. Hold on. Sorry guys, this is breaking stream flow. Ooh, and me very hungry. Ew, it's just bringing up the movie poster. Boo! Hold on. I have to type in book? That's where we are in society? Sad. Oh, I remember this book cover. I remember this very well. The, like, hippogriff thing. Is that what you're talking about? Right? Are you talking about the hippogriff? Did you call it a deer? I don't know why I'm like making a big deal about that. I am not a Potter person. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. Call it a dog. But yeah, it does have a little bit of a curvy booty. Okay. But yeah, I might mess around with like some Have Fun Cafe ambient stuff. But for right now, hello Theo, how are you doing? And how was your Wednesday? For right now, I'm just gonna focus on like funky stuff and then ambient stuff kind of separately. You are a little late, Theo. You're about 2.5 hours late. We are winding down here, but I'm glad that you were able to make it at all. Honestly, for sure. Theo, I was just talking about the production stream on Friday, which does start at 9 o'clock. Like all of the streams, this Friday we're doing another production stream. I don't know if you've been in one of the production streams yet, but they can be fun. They can be fun. I have a lot of fun doing them. I don't know if it's as entertaining for the people in the stream, but maybe you'd like to come into that. That happens this Friday. So we're going to be doing that, but tomorrow is just going to be a regular piano morning medley for anybody that was wondering or in the dark on that. I'm going to really quickly play that riff thing a couple more times just to like cement it in the stream, and then I'll do Hush Hour, then we can truly get into the closing comments. If you have any last comments or a thing you wanted to talk about really quick, or a question you wanted to ask before the end of the stream, now would be the time to do it while I'm like figuring out this thing with the breathy saxophone, please. I'm gonna turn that into something. Oh, this is leaving. This song's called Hush Hour. It marks the end of the stream because it's usually the last piece that I play. If you want to see the music video for this song, it's on my page. It's on my YouTube page. It was lovely hanging, says Manny, with y'all, and everyone have a whiny Wednesday. Okay, put a time out. It's a blast. Whiny. What can I whine about today? It's Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. Oh my god. Whiny Wednesday. I'm so stupid. You literally said it's Wednesday. Whiny Wednesday, I don't know. I'll figure out something though, Maddie. That's gonna be a challenge for me. Yes, Cyber. I'm glad. Sorry, it's an extra toll. I can like take it off, I guess. I just wanted to see what a moderator would look like, but it looks like a little wrench. That's cool. Good. Oh, such good people. Such good people in the stream. All right, guys, thank you so much for respecting me, being respectful to me and polite to each other. It's huge. Thank you, Austin, for spending some time with us. If you are indeed still here, if not, I hope you have a good day wherever you are. I hope my feelings and good wishes reach you. I will be back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. again for another morning medley before our Friday production stream. Oh, they come real close now. Um, yeah, goodbye, Peace Bean. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Theo. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Abo, everybody.